You could play it with it like sand. It's cloud sand. Wow, wow, that's incredible. Chantel, hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching One Piece episodes 154 and 155. And in the last episode, we made it to the Sky Island, and we came across this night dude that said he would help us if we needed it. And then we sailed past this gate that we had to pay to get through. But then when we said, oh, we don't have money, she was like, oh, you know, okay, so just pass through. And she didn't tell us that there's judgment that's going to be passed on us, that we're illegal now. So thank you, lady. Let's get into this episode and see how we deal with this heaven. Check out my Patreon to get way ahead on One Piece reactions or reactions to other shows that you might be interested in, like My Hero Academia or Demon Slayer. But most importantly, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to help my channel grow. Don't forget to support the original content, and let's get into it. Like, okay. I know, I'm so confused. We just went through the gate, and this is what we found. Okay, I think. Angels on a beach. Yeah, well, they did talk about heavens, I guess. Yeah. Oh. God, I'm so scared that I missed something. Wait. Yeah, I remember we talked about that name. So how come it fell again, you know, after so long? Like, what happened with it? Someone just dropped it? Like, why did it take so long for it to fall back down? That's very dangerous! What's the floor made of? Like the cloud thing? The solid cloud thing? So maybe it's not that dangerous to dive headfirst into it. This was everything you needed to do, so why didn't you just do it? Oh, yeah, I was wondering. Can he go through the water? The cloud water? Okay. It's nice that she's, I guess she's starting to lay for herself or something. You could play it with it like sand. It's cloud sand. Like everything's the same as a normal island, it's just that the basis is cloud somehow. We have plants that grow on clouds. I mean, like, I'm guessing obviously the plants are different, but maybe try knocking on it before you try to bite into it. What the hell? It's so ridiculous. With sand? What are you doing? It's not. That's the fox. Looks like it, I guess. Or just like a girl with a heart and wings. Huh? Heso? Okay, she does speak the language. She has whatever these are called. You tried to bite into it, oh god. How can you cut it so easily if it's made of, if it's as hard as iron? So what was the hesso part? Wow, wow, that's incredible. It's like a motor or something. He's still drinking? How much juice is in that nut? Because nobody was doing anything. Yeah, maybe you should have said that. Who's writing it? Who's writing it? Yeah, Nami? Okay, they're really nice so far, so where the judgment is going to come from. Maybe it's like more official or something, and the regular angels don't really care. I don't know. Yeah, they're the more solid ones. So these islands are made of volcanoes on the ground. Okay. That you shape into certain stuff, like the couches that we're sitting on. The cuisine is not all you hoped for. What is it? It's just breaking it. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't taste stuff you don't know anything about. It's a recorder. So you call everything a dial that is basically based on electricity or something? I don't know. It's a natural thing and you just find? Okay, interesting. Like you didn't have to invent it. What are you doing? I thought he was going to throw it or something. She said it was made, or that you just kind of find it that way? Basically all of technology as style. Why is he always asleep? So shouldn't you have said something? No, you really should be worried. How are you gonna even go up there though? Okay. Nami, don't go there. I mean, does it mean that does that count as taking a step there already? Okay, I hope that I don't have to add the episode manually. What a pain. Okay, interesting. So far, I mean, the angels we met so far seem to be, besides the fact that they have harps that they occasionally play, and wings and stuff, and, you know, these antennae on their head, they seem to be, you know, normal people on the whole. And we were acquainted to this whole dial thing. Cool, I mean, pretty much, yeah, technology. Except, as far as I understood it, they just kind of find it. Like, they don't have to work for it. Like, she said they were made at some point, but I think she said you can just kind of find it. I don't know whether they keep saying that the sea is bottomless. Like, I mean, I guess you fall down into the blue sea. There's like, that's the bottom of the sea, isn't it? I don't know. I guess it's not like, I guess they mean like it's not like, you know, somewhere you can't get through anymore. Like, I guess. Anyway, okay, so dials. So they just kind of find them, I think. And they have different purposes. Like, and they just kind of appear that way. Like, they're a natural phenomena. Okay. I mean, I'm sure that people down, I don't even know, down on the ground, but also, like, it would be cool for them to use it. You know, it's faster, I think. Although, they did say it's harder to nip. And it can only push, like, really small boats and stuff. So maybe it's not that. Like, you need a stronger one to really be able to work with a large boat. But then if you did find a really big one, I guess it would be, you know, less delicate to maneuver. And they did have a big one that is like an oven. Okay, I don't know. Like, there aren't big ones that, you know, that blow out wind. Okay, so, and everything else is like they work on creating stuff out of cloud, at least their main construction material. And we have this new place where the god is or something. I guess that's where the judgment's gonna come from. I don't know. Like, so far it's like, it's kind of very like innocent and sweet and, you know, like, and nice, and we're having fun. But we know that there's something nefarious happening, or is going to happen, or something. I don't know who that lady, you know, she told someone that they were illegal. Like, she reported them. So eventually we will have to face the consequences. But it seems at least the locals will be on our side, maybe. I mean, so these people really, like, they have wings. Like, they're actually people with wings. Can they use the wings? We haven't really seen them fly or anything. Did the knight fly? No, he flew on top of his Pegasus thing. I don't think he had wings of his own. But maybe they were covered up by the armor? I don't know. Yeah, okay, so, like, I'm not sure. Are there, like, a different species than humans? Because it don't exactly feel like it. You know, the whole things seem to be pretty similar so far, but it's just that we only just started, so we can't make too many judgments yet. Okay, let's get into the next episode. I'm just worried. Here we go. Heaven's judgment's upon us. Which god are we talking about? I'll bet he's not a real god. Very disturbing. So why did you say so? How do you know? Yeah, exactly. It doesn't look like... It looks like something from the ground. Yeah, that's like... Who said that? Total disrespect for you know, sacred things. Then again, like, he has a questioning nature, so it makes sense. They would just accept things as they are. Are those voices real, or are they hallucination? Because it's something that would definitely make her curious to find out more if it's a treasure. So I feel like maybe it's on purpose to lure her in. She doesn't want anything, like, she doesn't have the courage to do anything about it. It's a recording. So that bird made it work before too. Like, there were people who really tried to, I don't know, find this treasure or something. Okay, that's a fair warning. I think that you should stay away from here. Just go already. Are you a pirate from our worlds? From the down worlds? From the whatever? So he's the prey, okay. And what are they doing there? Are they allowed to be there? I mean, one of them was an angel. Pretty sure. Had wings and all. The other I'm not sure about. Yeah, I was thinking you should use it, but... Just please don't jump in after him. How long is that gonna take? Oh, this is a warrior. What are you doing? You have something against the god now. The god. How many of them are there? Okay, there are 3 of them. Why do they all want this? I mean, okay, because they're bored? Okay. He was aiming there, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the warrior dude that we encountered already. What is happening? This is judgment? This is heavenly judgment or something? What is happening? What? Oh god, what is happening? I guess? I don't know. Bard. Okay, he wants revenge against this god for something that happened to someone he knew, I guess. Definitely seems very godlike. But what about the other people who are in there? Like, they don't get heavenly judgment? I don't know. So why did they just let them in if they're going to try to catch them anyway? Okay, at least now we know. She didn't have the antennae on her head, I think. Okay, there are overall 4 of you, and you work for Eneru, and you can just kind of do heavenly judgment, pass heavenly judgment, just like that, but he doesn't usually do it because they take care of it for him. But it seems like more effort for them to actually chase. Like, why does he need them at all? I guess it's not that easy to just pass that judgment. I think it looks pretty similar. Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? You're just like, whatever. Can we find like a different boat or like borrow another waiver or something? Like, it took them a long time considering that they were warned about this, that there were people. What are you doing? That's so ridiculous. Like, it feels like they want illegal entrance, you know? Oh, you're gonna... So they're also working for... I don't know. It feels like there are two different factions here or something. Maybe not factions, but like, you have the people who are actually directly working for Eneru, it seems like. At least by the way they talk. And then these people, like the army or something. What do they call them? The cloud barretts or something, or I don't think in direct contact with Enner in any way. They just do, like, they kind of work for him, but I feel like maybe like in a way that you worship a god, right? I don't feel like the other people on the island, it's like on that sacred island itself, worship Eneru. I think they kind of work for him, like he's their boss, but it doesn't feel like they think he's a god. I think they called him by name and they were like, what is he doing, you know? So, and yeah, and I have doubt that he's actually a god. So, yeah, so that's what I think. I mean, it's definitely, like, I feel like, we're, like, questioning, you know, rules. I mean, we do it all the time in this show. I feel like it's definitely, like, we're not accepting things at face value. And that's the whole point of being a pirate and going out for adventure. You're kind of pushing the limits, you know, you're kind of pushing the boundaries. And so Luffy's like, the thing is that he has like no respect for, I mean, I can understand that. Like, you kind of hear about the story about like a religion that's not your own, you don't know anything about it, and you're just like, why are you doing this? You know, why is this not allowed? I want to like see like a concrete reason, you know? Like, obviously we have a lot more respect for religion now overall, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It makes me a little uncomfortable that he's so like, that he's just like, I mean, Luffy is the only one who really, like, immediately he just wants to, you know, do what is forbidden for him to do. Everyone else was kind of, everyone. Usopp, for the most part, were kind of, like, they weren't, I mean, it wasn't like they really cared too much that it was sacred. It was more like that it was forbidden and they didn't want Nami to die, you know, which is fair enough, you know. But, like, I wonder if at the end of the day we're just gonna be left with, like, oh, this Eneru god was a fake and this religion was, like, just basically, you know, making people, I don't have words, you know, just kind of trapped, just kind of working for this guy without really knowing what he's about, basically. And, I mean, which is fair enough. I can definitely understand this idea of not just accepting religion as it is or something, you know, like sometimes you need to just accept it as it is, and sometimes it is like, because you're not meant to question it at all, then you are definitely vulnerable to being exploited, basically, because you're just like, oh, it's religion, I'm not gonna touch it, I'm just gonna do, you know, this is what we believe, so this is what we're gonna do, and we're not gonna question it. And then, you know, if it's someone who's pretending to be a god who's telling you to do things, like, it's basically like a cult, you know? Except here they don't even know it's not a god. Like, I think they just think it's a god. They've never seen him, and I get the feeling that it's not exactly a god. Even though I will admit that his power was pretty awesome. Like, it seemed very destructive and godly, and was like, you know, this shining beam from the sky just, I don't know, burning someone. Definitely very godlike, so I can understand why people would think he's a god. But yeah, it does bear questioning, so fair enough. I guess we're going to get to the bottom of this eventually. We have this warrior too, that guerrilla warrior that seems to not worship Eneru. Like, he seems to have a problem with him on a personal level. And probably doesn't think, like, probably he knows he's not a real god. Anyway, I guess the fact that you know, what made me uncomfortable here was the fact that Luffy is just like totally dismissive of the fact that this religion might actually mean something to people. Like, sometimes religion just is, and you just like respect it and, you know, don't touch it. But that's kind of Luffy, you know, and there is something just kind of naive and childlike about him. So I don't know. We'll have to see how, like, you know, it progresses. I mean, like, it just kind of feels like I wonder if, like, the author is just kind of saying, like, religion should be questioned or something, or, like, you shouldn't, you know, just go blindly into it or something, which is yeah, again, I can understand it. I can understand it to some degree. You know, I wonder where we're going with this. Okay, I mean, maybe it's not being that deep. I'm just taking it too far. I don't know. But I mean, we're talking about God. We're talking about sacred, you know, something sacred. I mean, the thing is that, you know, I guess the people on the whole are like kind of afraid. Like it's kind of like tyranny. Like there's nothing here that is like they're afraid. They can't ask anything. They're kind of I guess oppressed by this god or something. I don't know how much it affects their daily lives, you know. If it's just like a place that they can go to, but I'm sure it's more than that. So we'll have to see how it affects their lives. And yeah, there's definitely a place to question it if you're just like, it's not clear, like you're just doing these things or something, like you're doing certain things and they might be harmful to you, and you don't really know what it is that you're doing and or who's behind it or something. Even though a lot of times religion, I mean, that's what it is. You don't know what, there are certain things that you do that you don't know for sure what it is. I mean, that's the point, to just kind of understand that there's something bigger than you are, and you're not supposed to understand everything. I mean, I guess it's a thin line. Of course, if you like find it, like you worship someone and then you find out that he's actually a person that's been exploiting you this whole time. Pretty solid way to refute your religion, I guess. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top patrons: Betty and Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Stone Tree, Tyrannor, Michael Gabriel, and Shakuben. And to the rest of my amazing patrons, without whose support, I will never be able to do any of this. Thank you so much.